In the dim, flickering glow of the surveillance room, a mysterious, masked figure moves with calculated silence, gloved fingers swiftly navigating through rows of classified files on a secure terminal. Around him, towering monitors display live feeds of players restless in their sleep, bathed in pale, eerie light. His breath is steady, purposeful, as he deletes or manipulates data on select players, altering outcomes, wiping histories, and shifting details with unsettling precision. The cold hum of machines is the only sound as this shadowy figure pulls strings from behind the curtain. Then he freezes. His hand hovers over a particular file, the camera lingering on the conflicted tension in his clenched jaw beneath the mask. After a long, weighted pause, he exhales sharply and deletes the file, erasing it from existence. The action feels personal, heavy. The masked man steps back into the shadows, leaving behind a system quietly rewritten, and a growing sense that there is another hidden agenda beneath the chaos of the games. The dormitory buzzes with hushed, nervous whispers as players huddle in small groups, casting uneasy glances at one another. The usual tension is laced with something new: paranoia. Some speak of how certain players seem untouched by danger, how guards glance the other way, or how impossible odds have mysteriously shifted in others' favor. The rumors swirl like wildfire. Someone on the inside is manipulating the game. A veteran, sitting quietly in a corner, watches the room with narrowed eyes, piecing together fragments of recent events. The disappearances, the sudden changes in rules, the subtle patterns in who survives and who suffers. His suspicion sharpens as the idea takes root. Someone behind a mask is pulling strings, interfering with the natural order of the game. As distrust festers among the players, the air grows suffocatingly tense, every shadow and glance now a potential threat. In the cold, sterile glow of his private chambers, the front man stands rigidly before a bank of surveillance screens, eyes fixed on distorted, incomplete footage. Frames skip, data streams glitch, and key moments are missing. Clear signs of tampering. His jaw tightens beneath the mask as the realization sets in. Someone inside is sabotaging the system. His hands curl into fists, and the silence in the room grows heavy with restrained fury. Without warning, he grabs a crystal glass of whiskey from the nearby table and hurls it against the steel wall. The glass shatters violently, amber liquid streaking down like blood. His breathing sharpens as he stares at the fractured reflections in the broken shards, knowing that trust has been broken not just among the players, but within his own ranks. In the dim, claustrophobic confines of an underground bunker, the masked man's origin is revealed through fragmented flashbacks. He stands before a cracked mirror, staring at his own reflection as flashes of the past flicker in his mind. Blood-soaked arenas, desperate screams, and the moment he was crowned a winner of Squid Game, hollow-eyed and broken. Yet amid the haunting memories, one image lingers longer than the rest: the face of a loved one, a sibling or close friend who perished brutally during the very games he survived. Grief and rage coil inside him as he recalls how the system chewed them up and spat him out with nothing but guilt. Driven by vengeance, he secretly re-entered the organization under a false identity, climbing the ranks and donning the mask to hide his true purpose. In the bunker's oppressive silence, he secures the mask over his face, eyes burning with a cold resolve. This isn't just infiltration, it's a calculated mission to tear the system down from within. Inside the stark industrial prep room, circle and triangle guards move with mechanical precision, assembling deadly game equipment under the harsh glare of fluorescent lights. Their footsteps echo off the metal walls as they test rigged devices and ensure traps are primed for maximum brutality. Amid the organized chaos, the masked man moves unnoticed through the maze of crates and machinery, blending seamlessly with the workers. His movements are calculated, eyes constantly scanning for an opening. As the guards momentarily turn away, he slips a gloved hand into a control panel, subtly rewiring one of the key mechanisms. A small red light quietly dims on a device that was meant to ensure player casualties. His breath remains steady, calm beneath the mask, though the tension is palpable as he risks exposure. With the sabotage complete, he retreats into the shadows as the guards resume their checks, oblivious to the quiet act of rebellion that could shift the odds for the players in the deadly game ahead. The towering gates of the arena creak open, revealing a brutal, trap-laden course designed to eliminate without mercy. Players, tense and wide-eyed, step cautiously onto the arena floor, fully aware that every inch could spell death. As the game begins, the chaos erupts almost instantly, but something is off. A key section of the deadly mechanism, a series of collapsing platforms, malfunctions, freezing mid-sequence. Metal groans as gears fail, leaving a gap in the game's flawless execution. Players who were seconds away from certain death scramble to safety through the glitch, narrowly dodging what should have been their end. Panic and adrenaline flood the arena as guards frantically attempt to regain control. But the window of opportunity allows several players to outmaneuver traps and regroup. Amid the madness, knowing glances are exchanged between a few observant players who realize this was no accident. The scene thrums with chaotic energy, a thrilling surge of survival where the unexpected sabotage has tipped the balance, if only for now. In the nerve center of the control room, alarms blare as red sirens pulse violently, bathing the space in an ominous crimson glow. The frontman stands rigid before the central console, fists clenched as he barks into the comm system. "Lock down the entire facility. No one moves until we find the traitor." His voice is sharp, laced with barely restrained fury. Instantly, square and triangle guards mobilize, flooding the hallways with military precision, rifles at the ready. Metal doors slam shut throughout the compound, sealing off corridors and trapping players in their quarters. Surveillance cameras pivot frantically, scanning every corner for the hidden saboteur. The sterile, controlled environment of the facility is now transformed into a suffocating, high-stakes manhunt, with the walls closing in and paranoia infecting every step the guards take. The hunt has begun, and the tension is electric. Deep within the facility's labyrinth of abandoned service tunnels, the masked man emerges from the shadows, his voice low and urgent as he confronts a key veteran player. The flickering light overhead casts eerie patterns on the damp concrete walls as the veteran stiffens, unsure whether to attack or listen. "You've seen it too," the masked man says, pulling a folded set of stolen documents from beneath his coat. "This game is rigged, but it can be broken." The veteran's eyes dart between the mask and the files, suspicion battling with curiosity. Every instinct screams caution, yet the promise of striking back at the system is too tempting to ignore. The tension thickens as the masked man steps closer, revealing glimpses of insider knowledge, security blind spots, sabotaged equipment, hidden vulnerabilities. But as their breath echoes through the tunnel, the veteran remains frozen, weighing the danger of trusting a masked stranger against the deadly certainty of staying powerless. The uneasy alliance hangs in the air, fragile and charged, as both know betrayal could come from either side. In a dimly lit surveillance blind spot, hidden deep within the facility's forgotten corridors, the masked man slowly lifts his hand to his cracked mask. The tension is suffocating as the veteran watches, eyes wide with a mix of dread and anticipation. With a sharp exhale, the mask is removed, revealing a familiar yet older and hardened face, someone the veteran had believed dead, a notorious player from a past season who was whispered about but never confirmed to have survived. The veteran staggers back, stunned as buried memories of past games and shared trauma flood in. "It's been a long time," the unmasked figure says grimly, a faint scar running down his cheek as proof of past horrors. The revelation shatters everything the veteran thought they knew, planting the seeds of rebellion. The camera lingers on their stunned faces as a silent understanding forms, setting the stage for an underground uprising that could shake the entire game to its core. Cut to black.